Opposition protests in 2 Caribbean countries, and in sport, Jamaica sticking with local football players for upcoming tournaments. I'm Dawn Paris, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Wednesday, February 22nd. I'll be back with the details in just a moment.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
An opposition march dubbed Operation Protect Democracy is scheduled to begin in Grenada in less than an hour. The march, organized by the Opposition National Democratic Congress, the NDC, led by Nazim Burke, is in protest over the decision by Governor-General Dame Cecile Lagrenade to revoke the appointments of 7 parliamentary returning officers said to be beyond the official retirement age of 60. Burke is suggesting that the move is an attempt by the ruling New National Party to rig the upcoming general elections, constitutionally due no later than May next year. Today's march, which has started, will take place on the outskirts of the capital, St. George's, and is expected to culminate with participants picketing near the front of the Parliamentary Elections Office. Meanwhile, in Barbados, the main opposition Barbados Labour Party, the BLP, this morning announced plans for a national march of disgust on March 11th as the first step to force the Fundle Stewart administration to call general elections. Opposition leader Mia Mottley told a news conference that Barbadians must now be given an opportunity to have a say in the economic decline of the country and the ongoing battle by the government to dismiss Central Bank Governor Dr. Delal Worrell. Mottley said the march is to send a message to Prime Minister Stewart and his cabinet that Barbados cannot bear the weight of their indifference and incompetence for another 12 months. That's when elections are constitutionally due. She said the BLP is determined that no one, not even the leader of the country, must be allowed to stand in the way of the urgent need to stop the hemorrhaging, to stabilize the country, and to put it back on the proper path to recovery. The Guyana government is stepping up the pace to recover state property suspected to have been improperly obtained. The State Assets Recovery Agency bill, the SARA bill, appears to be headed to Parliament next month. Minister of State Joseph Harmon says the bill has already been through the consultation process, and he says it's time to go after those who steal from the state.
You cannot keep legislation moribund, just waiting and waiting and waiting. We have to move this country forward. We have to deal with issues in relation to the persons who have actually secreted state assets. And we have to have the legal coverage to go after those persons who have actually stolen, in many cases, state assets.
Harmon says tax cheats will also be pursued.
The Guyana Revenue Authority, information has basically been going to them as well about cases in which our tax laws have been breached and significant breaches of our tax laws. And so we will get some activities there as well.
U.S. President Donald Trump has expanded immigration rules requiring expanded deportation of undocumented Caribbean and other immigrants. A revised executive order directs executive departments and agencies to deploy all lawful means to secure the nation's southern border with Mexico to prevent further illegal immigration into the United States and to repatriate illegal aliens swiftly, consistently, and humanely. Trump said the order includes returning immigrants to their prospective respective countries pending formal proceedings. The order also directs the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security to hire an additional 5,000 border agents and to employ state and local law enforcement to support federal enforcement of immigration law to the maximum extent permitted by law. Jamaica's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Winston De La Haye, is warning that marijuana use will increase the number of road fatalities in the country. He told RJR News there is insufficient funding and attention on public education with regards to the effects of marijuana. According to De La Haye, previous efforts have been inadequate, and if more resources are not put into studying the negative effects, Jamaica will continue to see increases in road fatalities caused by driving under the influence of marijuana.
Council on Drug Abuse determined that they'll need $360 million for an appropriate prevention program over time. It was that all ministries should have contributed to that 360. All of the Ministry of Health contributed, along with some funding from the U.S. Embassy here in Kingston, to a total of $60 million. They ran a prevention program, I think successful. It was carefully planned, carefully thought out for 3 months in 2015. Money done, and we've had no prevention message. So there's nothing to dissuade a youngster or adult who would think, well, let me smoke a spliff and then get in the car and get home. There's no message at this time on any media to counter that. That's a problem.
Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
Rebel Sound has been around for 6 years now. Differently, we bring to the table versatility and different style of juggling. At each event, we carry something different, of a special intro or a special style as how to play. Basically, the highlight so far was when we got nominated for the YVAs last year in 2016, for Sound of the Year. And now we have nominated again for Sound of the Year and DJ of the Year, which is me, DJ Antoine.
So why is glyphosate everywhere, including inside of us? Because it's the main ingredient in biotech giant Monsanto's flagship product, Roundup, a pesticide sprayed all over almost every acre of food grown. Not only has Roundup been dumped around the world more than any other weed killer in history, but the U.S. is its largest customer. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a record 280 million pounds were used in 2010 alone.
We continue with sports. President of the Jamaica Football Federation, Captain Horace Burrell, says they will stick with the core of local players for upcoming tournaments. He reiterated the Federation's position while hinting at a lack of commitment from overseas-based players. Jamaica will compete in the Caribbean Cup and the CONCACAF Gold Cup this year. He says the younger players are determined to get the job done, and officials now need to help them build on their enthusiasm. He said, gone are the days of players coming from overseas and walking into the national team. Burrell's comments follow the Reggae Boys' 1-0 win over Honduras in a friendly international in Texas last Thursday. And in horse racing, Barbadian Rocco Bowen continued to make his mark at Golden Gate Fields with a double on the 9th race card at the West Coast Racing Oval in San Francisco. He rode winners in race 2 with 2-to-1 chance Warren's Joe T, and in race 9 with 10-to-1 bet Emma Named Me earlier this week. The 27-year-old was campaigning at the San Francisco Bay Area venue for the first time following successful stints in the Pacific Northwest. Bowen currently lies 6th in the jockey standings on 23 wins, 6 off the lead held by Irvin Orozco and Frank Alvarado. He made history by becoming the first Barbadian rider to win a title in the United States when he reigned at Portland Meadows in Oregon last year. And that's Caribbean in 10. Thanks for joining us. Join us again at 6:30 this evening for Caribbean Newsline. Good evening.